Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 11. We're almost to episode 12.
Yes, sir. It's another week of no sports, man. It's hard.
Well, guess what? We actually do have some sports to talk
I
about.
like it, man. I like it a lot.
We're actually going to bring it up because we have NFL, talk about NFL. We're going to have the NFL draft in the basement of Roger Goodell's house.
I saw that, man.
We have the Colts uniforms coming out with the new logo. I know you haven't
Seen them. I haven't
Yeah.
seen them. I'm excited.
Christian McCaffrey, now the number one highest paid running back in the league.
Well deserved, man.
And then Dak Prescott partying. And then we're going to go ahead and move it over because we have some baseball to talk about too, because there was baseball. I know you don't watch baseball, but Japan had baseball. And they started it over, and we'll talk about it a little bit and see what that means for sports
That's
in
interesting.
general.
That's interesting because that's something new.
And then we also have football community COVID shield. We're going to talk about a little bit. We have talked about a little bit of we talked a little bit of hey, we're trying things out. It's fine.
Yeah. The Mexican league had the E League
Let's go
from
piano,
FIFA.
Let's go piano.
Honestly.
All of it. And then we're going to talk about top 10 logos and Hazard's fat again. And then we're going to go ahead and move it over to some NBA talk. The game of horse happened.
Which the quality was
boring.
questionable.
It was good, but it was terrible. And then the MJ documentary that is coming on up.
Next Sunday.
Oh, man. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take it down to the top. That makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, I mean, we had a week of pretty much, again, nothing. There's no live sports.
Yeah,
until
but
recently.
I mean, there's interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, no, there's news happening all the time. The NFL, la vale madre. NFL's just still
Straight
going
up, man.
forward.
Straight up.
And they don't care who's watching, who has sick.
I think in the commissioner's mind, it's just we don't really start anything until September.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, but then you have to consider all those agents and people who talk and make bet and make the deals. They have to travel.
All that can be done online.
It
though.
could, but they don't.
Yes,
And you hope they do.
Yeah, because you want to enforce the social distancing to prevent this, because we want to stop this from spreading so we can finally have sports again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of funny how the NFL is just let's just keep
it
going.
pumping.
Yep.
They've had the entire off season. They have free agents. They've had the draft that's coming up. The draft that we're talking about, it's actually the first round, or they're gonna start having the draft in Roger Goodell's basement.
Yeah, it's gonna be a virtual draft. I mean, at first, they said it was still gonna be in Vegas and it was just not gonna be people, but it didn't make any sense because it was gonna be outside of the way in front of the Bellagio. They're gonna have boats to take the players into the stage. It was just
Look, man,
it was stupid.
They should still bring those boats in and flood the basement. And here's the thing: we're gonna see Roger Goodell's basement. Like, it's not like it's a garage like we have here, or it's a crappy little basement. No, I mean, this basement is probably gonna be as big as our house.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be 10 times nicer.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like the ultimate man cave probably.
See, just imagine.
That's gonna be badass.
How does Roger Goodell watch football other than live? He just watches it probably in his man cave.
Yep.
With but here's the thing: is his family gonna boo him for us? I hope they do. I hope they
just every year, it's amazing how he gets booed, man. It's funny. Honestly, I love it. It's part of the NFL tradition, honestly, to boo him.
Yeah.
I mean, if hopefully you're able to see comments like in streamers and you see a bunch of boo.
Hell yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
As soon as he walks up. And he's gonna is he gonna dress up? Is he gonna make a joke? It's Roger Goodell. Like, he can take a joke. I know he can, but sometimes he can't. So NBC's Peter King, who has the Monday Morning Quarterback thing on, he writes a column, says that Goodell is going to announce the first round from his basement, and this is a result of social distancing guidelines in place for the coronavirus pandemic. And then Goodell will appear in front of his in-house camera in his basement in his house in Bronxville, New York. And East Coast has basements. I don't know if you knew that. Like, we don't have basements in the West Coast. You know why?
Why?
Because we don't get like tornadoes and shit.
Oh.
Like, they need to go underground.
Just to keep safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and they have attics. Fuck.
My grandma house had an attic.
Yeah. Did you ever go up there?
I've never. I was scared.
Good.
I was
You
scared.
You shouldn't. But no, it's gonna be interesting. How that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen as scheduled. It's all gonna go down on, I presume, the NFL Network on April 26th, I believe. But yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be interesting. We'll talk a little bit more about the actual draft itself, what it means for quarterbacks that still don't have a team.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's gonna be different, but hopefully it doesn't affect anything else.
Yeah,
Hopefully it still goes smooth. Hopefully the players go to the right teams.
I love it when they don't. I love it when they don't go to the right teams. I think Joe Burrow is wherever he goes, he's just gonna be an all right quarterback wherever he goes.
Who do you think's gonna top him?
Tua. I think Tua Tagovailoa is gonna be better than him.
Tua has a chance to go to Miami.
He has a chance to go to Miami, but Miami also wants to hijack Burrow, which, I mean, you have. I feel like
this is gonna be one of those mistakes that we talk about in 10 years. Imagine 10 years, 20 years ago, Miami traded this guy for Burrow when this guy became the better quarterback, and it's the start of a new era, and I'm starting to like it.
Yeah, I mean, the old guard is pretty much out at this point. You have Roethlisberger and Rivers left. I mean, Tom Brady and Tampa Bay.
Drew Brees is still there.
Drew Brees. So Eli's gone. Who else? I mean, that's pretty much it.
Tom Brady's still there, but in the team, so it's gonna be exciting.
So Brady, Rivers, Roethlisberger, Brees, out of 32 teams.
Yeah, I mean, you still have those old quarterbacks that are backups, not well known.
Yeah.
But it's the starters, the stars.
But see, here's the thing: like, you have young quarterbacks, like, again, Cam Newton. If at the end of this, injury-prone Tua Tagovailoa, who has a broken everything and is recovered, if he gets a team and is on a roster before Cam Newton, that should tell you something about Cam Newton.
Yeah, something's
up with this fool. Some people, like, that's the thing. People know some things, and
it's something that it's not given out to people like us or people, just the media in general. Yeah. It's just something that it's like, all right, the teams know this about this guy. They're not gonna say why because it's probably not something small. There's got to be something there, man.
Yeah, and so that's gonna be coming up. Let me just again, we want to give the actual dates.
I think it is the 23rd.
So it's the 23rd through the 25th, not the 26th. Like I said, see, good thing I checked.
Yep.
So yeah, it's gonna be an event. Usually, this is how it happens across a couple of days. But the ratings are gonna be crazy. There's nothing else happening right now, at least here in the States, that's comparable to that. But yeah, in other news, I guess we'll mention it. I know he actually played a game and he came in for Russell Wilson today, but former NFL quarterback Tavares Jackson passed away in a car crash yesterday. He played for the Seahawks, the Madre de los Pinches Purples, the Vikings,
and the Bills.
I remember his name popping up a couple times, but he passed away yesterday in a car crash.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when that happens. I mean, obviously, it's not. It sucks when someone does pass away.
Yeah.
Especially when they were in the league for a while,
Yeah, and so, I guess there's your bummer for the day. But it still qualifies under NFL news. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the Colts uniform.
Let's check it out. I have not seen them. I want to see them.
You have not seen the Colts uniform.
This is gonna be first time reaction for me. This is gonna be what Phillip Rivers is rocking.
Yep.
This upcoming season.
So first of all, they changed the horseshoe and the C. Into into this thing.
Oh.
Because it's in the state and it's in the shape of Indiana. And so yeah, you can also see the before and after from the numbers. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a little more detailed.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna save this so I can edit it later right here, and then it'll be here, and people aren't like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" We want to show the actual picture that we're looking at.
Yeah.
I've always liked the Colts uniform. My favorite color is blue. So then that also has a lot to do with my top 10 logos for soccer clubs that we went over. Talk about a little bit later.
You have a lot of blue in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite color. But yeah, so I mean that's
pretty cool.
much
It's pretty cool.
it. But
I like the Buccaneers new ones, the uniforms.
oh, the new Tampa Bay Buccaneers logo.
The uniforms.
Oh, I saw the uniform. Yeah.
Uniforms.
As we type in new Bucks logo
no, not that team, not that Buccaneers.
again.
Bro, hey, so we got Tony typing new Bucks, and it's popping out.
Well, here's the thing. I'm spelling it with a K.
Yeah,
Now I put it with a
popping
C.
out the NBA Bucks.
Just pendejada. Goddamn English, bro. Like, why?
Like it's a pretty fresh uniform. I like it for Brady. It's a really hot red.
Yeah. Hot red. Yeah, no, it's literally the same one that they used to wear it, but I like
exactly.
it. I like it.
I think it'd be a good season for Brady.
I think so too, but I think Philip Rivers' team is going to do better than Brady.
Oh, interesting. I like that.
Yeah, they're going to go farther in the playoffs. Maybe they make it.
Imagine if they win a Super Bowl. Rivers gets his ring.
Look, man, I'm rooting for the guy. He's my quarterback.
Imagine that.
And
not with the Chargers.
And that's fine. Fuck it. The San Diego Chargers don't exist anymore. I would have hated had LA Rivers won a Super Bowl. And it could happen.
I feel like when Rivers was in the Chargers, it was a lot of hate and love.
Yeah, it was a lot of, because it was the attachment. Like, I decided I'm going to stop being a fan of San Diego Chargers because they're no longer the San Diego Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
That team doesn't exist anymore. But I still, I checked out the game. But I was dead inside. Like I watched it. I could care. I could care less. They're losing. Cool. All right. Great. Good. Good. But Rivers has always been the guy. It was him and Gates are the only ones that kept me in there. Okay. Because Melvin Gordon wasn't here long enough for me to feel anything. LT wasn't on the team. And then I guess he's in the front office, but this fool said, "Oh, LA's gonna be great. Come over, guys. San Diego guys, support us." And we're like, "Nah." You went to the Jets, and you have a Jets tattoo. Greatest of all time, Charger. Maybe
True.
next to Seau, but relax. Don't try to sell me on this LA thing.
It's really Rivers and Gates.
Yeah, so I think Philip Rivers will do better. I don't think they'll win a Super Bowl because I don't think even with Rivers, even if Andrew Luck was in the league still with the Colts, I don't think they would have the team to go up against Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City, they're bringing back 20 of their 22 starters in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy.
20 of the 22 starters, man. That's including Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill.
It's almost as many stars as your Rams let go.
Straight up, man. It's going to be probably the shittiest Rams season in a while.
I know you when they came back, you adopted the Rams again.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the team that they had in St. Louis. It's gonna be Jeff Fisher all over again.
Yeah, and it's gonna suck for me.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
Yeah,
that's what you
it's
get.
Gonna be. It's gonna be more of me focusing on fantasy football.
Oh man, I can't wait for fantasy.
Yeah.
After all of this, after this whole COVID thing, hopefully everything goes back to normal. But there's one thing that I can't wait for. It's fantasy football.
Oh yeah, man. It's gonna be super fun to talk about.
Let us know if you want in on our league. Since we're doing rewards and
we should do a 2 balls in a mic league.
We'll do a 2 balls in a mic league, but if we've been giving stuff away for simulated FIFA things, we should make something and then have somebody win something.
That's for the future. We'll see what the future holds. Yeah. Let's see what this virus has to say about that.
This just in, viruses don't speak.
Haha.
So they can't say anything.
You know who does speak?
Who?
Christian McCaffrey, highest paid running back now.
Is gonna speak in just dollar signs.
Yup.
He's gonna
highest paid running back in the league now. Well deserved.
Oh, hell
well deserved, man.
Super. Before this, so he's the number 1 running back right now. Before that, it was Zeke for the Cowboys, who made a lot of money. We'll just say a lot of money.
50 million guaranteed.
That's
wild.
50 million guaranteed.
15 averaging every year.
And then if you didn't know, like you'd be like, oh, okay, who's after that? Like a Saquon Bark? Nope. Next is Le'Veon Bell.
He got that new contract with the Jets,
Got the
averaging $13 million a year.
And again, he actually got underpaid had he, gotten what he wanted in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's number 2. Number 3 is new Texan David Johnson, who had a terrible contract with Arizona.
They bought his contract pretty much.
Yeah, they bought his contract.
The stupidest thing you can do.
They bought his contract for 1 year. If he turns out to be all right, then that's great. You can sign him for cheaper later, but it's still not a great contract, especially when you literally gave DeAndre Hopkins away for him.
Exactly.
And then you're like, hey,
you don't even get a first round pick for him.
Let me replace DeAndre Hopkins with Brandon Cooks, Mr. Concussion himself.
Yep.
Jesus. I don't know how you get concussed 2 Super Bowls in a row.
Straight up, man.
And then number 3 is David Johnson. Number 4 is Titans.
Derrick Henry, man. Monster.
Yeah. My fantasy football MVP. That guy won me everything last year. I would try to get rid of him the moment he touched my lineup, but you know what? He won me the thing, especially those last 2 weeks came in clutch.
Yep.
And then number 5 this is all before. So I guess Henry's now number 5.
Yeah.
David Johnson is number 4. Le'Veon Bell's number 3. Zeke is number 2. And Christian McCaffrey is now the number 1 paid running back. ¿Cuánto le pagaron a este güey?
I believe
Échale.
I think he's averaging $16 million a year.
$16 million a year.
Yeah. I think that's what 64 million contract
That's
extension.
what the news will say.
64 million contract extension. That's insane.
A la verga.
Oh, shit.
And then Christian McCaffrey, 64. And then the number 2 fantasy running back for a lot of people, Alvin Kamara, responded like, hey, that's great. And then a little zoom of them getting paid. Sure.
That's funny. It's all love in the league when it comes to running backs. I've seen it on Twitter, man. Even talk early with everyone. It's such a unique position.
Yeah.
That they all have love for each other.
Yeah.
Like a lot of players were so happy when Gurley left the Rams. Because I'm guessing the Rams is a toxic environment right now for a lot of players.
I mean,
because they haven't even paid him. He called them out on Twitter.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, time to pay up." And then Clay Matthews comment, "Haven't paid me either, bro."
No, Clay Matthews too. He's like, hey, like
straight up. I don't know what's going on with the Rams. It's not looking good.
I forget. There was an interview with Clay Matthews, and he was talking about like, oh, like what are you gonna do this offseason? Like, well, I'm gonna start a resume and start sending it because and it's a situation that he finds himself in. He's still a good player. He's still got something left in the tank.
Yeah.
But those are veterans who make veteran decisions, and unlike other players, especially from the NFC East, especially those darn Cowboys. Pinche Dak Prescott. Did you see what this guy did?
He threw a party, right? I heard it was like over 30 guests in the party at his house. Wow, especially if you're, the whole, you're gonna get backlash doing this, and you can have that whole I don't give a fuck attitude. But dude, you're a professional football player. You're setting an example right now.
You're trying to set an example and set yourself up to get paid.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you?
You're not
doing?
proving that you're a leader right now. That's the thing.
I mean,
you have everyone putting commercials out there saying, stay home. This guy goes on IG Live. Oh, I'm having a fucking party right now.
I mean, it's not like you're important. Not like, I mean, Kyle Walker. I mean, soccer, but Kyle Walker. I don't know did you hear about what Kyle Walker
did not hear
did?
about Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker had himself a party as well, involving a couple of prostitutes.
Oh, interesting.
Same thing during a flagrant violation of social distancing. And I mean, I don't know, man. Like, first of all, you're Kyle Walker, you're a professional soccer player. You should be able to get pussy for free.
Straight up.
Like,
straight up.
Like, of your choosing. Or dick. I don't judge. But
honestly, man, you're paying girls to come over for your party when you can have it low key.
Yeah. And then save yourself like $2.5 grand.
Straight up.
He did apologize in a video.
Of course, he has to.
And then he put little prayer emoji.
Are we waiting for Prescott's apology too, or did he apologize already?
I'm not sure if he apologized. And but see, here's the thing.
And I want to reiterate: stay home. He wants us people to stay home.
And I want to reiterate the message. Said Kyle Walker, stay home.
Stay safe.
But as far as Dak Prescott, well, here's the thing. Kyle Walker had a sex party with a couple people. This fool
under 10 people probably.
This fool had gatherings
30
where it's banned gatherings of 10 or more people. It's just crazy. And then they've been working out together with Des Bryant and stuff. So now
that's your QB, Dallas.
That's your guy.
That's your QB, Dallas. And shit, I'll keep Goff, man.
Zeke was at the party too. So I mean,
it's not looking good, man.
It's crazy right now.
Honestly, I don't know if the league is able to find them.
Well, actually, ¿cómo se llama? In the Premier League,
did they file Kyle Walker?
Not Kyle Walker. There was another guy that got fined. I forget.
But they find someone.
But they find somebody in England for.
See, that's the beauty of Europe.
Yeah.
Unlike America.
Hey man, what the fuck you talking about? Telling me the government's gonna take my money for choosing to be an American and choosing to do what I goddamn want? This is goddamn
when it's
Texas.
prohibited by law right now.
Law.
I mean, technically, we're not supposed to be doing this right now.
I'll show you the law. Is what somebody from Texas would say.
Straight up. Straight up.
However, we are media. It is considered essential.
It is an essential
We've
job.
talked about this. You come in 3 feet out. I've been I disinfected. I really disinfected this entire thing.
I came in. First thing I asked, hey, let me borrow hand sanitizer.
And you haven't given it back after you borrowed it. Thank you.
There you go.
Time to take my phone.
And never do I ever go near your house or your family, so that's good as well.
Yeah, no, we don't allow animals in the house.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You got to relax right there. Okay.
But yeah, shit. So we're going to go ahead and...
You look like a bear, too.
So we'll talk on the fly. Do we activate it when we move?
What?
When we move down our list, do we activate a sound?
Ooh, sure.
Interesting. I like it. But yeah, so moving on to baseball. You have no idea what that is. Oh, there it is. Baseball bat.
I told you, I played the sport. You haven't. I'm superior.
Excuse you?
I have played the sport.
You know what? I'll give you that one. You've played the sport.
As a kid. In TJ, where it's actually competitive.
And there's a lot of comments right now saying it's not competitive over here. And I've seen some competitive games over here of Little League, and it's insane.
I'm not saying it's not, but TJ, I've heard from people that play baseball.
Yeah,
that baseball in TJ is super competitive.
Yeah, it's like soccer. Like there's a little lawlessness over there. But you did play baseball. I sat you down and you were playing MLB The Show, and you completely sucked ass at it.
Hey, video games are completely different than real life.
Well, speaking of that, we'll get to it later. People in the community COVID shield think that video games are real, and that we'll get to that later. But no, so Japan had its first game, major league game. I don't know if they're called major league over there.
So what's the deal with Japan? Is there like was COVID not that big of a deal over there, or?
Well, it is, but I think that they're way different. We're in a way different spot from where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's interesting. If they had fans and everything in the stadium.
No.
Oh,
no fans. There was no fans, but they did have the entire team. They hit the home run, and then they came back. The guy who hit the home run went around the bases, and then like high-fived all his team in the dugout. So,
Yeah.
Let me check.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of in the direction that sports are heading right now. I don't think I think here in the U.S., uh, as soon as everything's lifted, I don't think sports are gonna go back right like packed stadiums. I
Yeah.
think if they even have allow fans to be in the stadiums, I know the Mexican Soccer League was gonna do this. They were gonna potentially just sell maybe a quarter or half the tickets to have social distancing between families or like people that came together. Which again, it's a step in the right direction as long as we're able to have live sports again.
Well, my mistake. I will take full responsibility for that. It was not Japan.
Was it Korea? What was it?
Hey, that's offensive, all right?
Oh, I'm asking. I know
Says the guy that said it was Japan and it was actually
Yeah.
China.
it was in China. Okay.
Yes, it was China. Because I'm trying to find the sound. Was it China? Jeez. ¿Qué está pasando? But no, and so they're trying to figure out here. So this is why and I brought this up again. It's baseball. But can this be how sports are from now on, or at least for the foreseeable future? Because again, they're in a different spot. But as soon as we're okay to maybe do something like this, are we going to be allowed to do it? Because what they're asking is, hey, even if you don't want players in the dugout, what you can do is
instead of video,
yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and listen.
保送之后，整个用球数也是比较这球带起来，在左外野方向的深远飞球，看看
maybe, probably.
球是一去不回头啊！郑凯文在这个时候敲了一发左外野方向的阳春全垒打，也是今年赛季。
there's just absolutely no fans.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
there's
stands.
absolutely no fans in the stands. It's kind of, at least that game. But yeah, there won't be any fans in the stands anytime soon. But even talking about that, like what's gonna happen? I know last week we talked a little bit about UFC. Do you know what ended up happening with that UFC fight?
I heard a rumor, and not the fight, but I heard a rumor that this guy from the UFC might actually buy an island.
He did.
He bought an island.
You know what
right?
he called it?
What?
It's fucking metal. Ready for this?
Yep.
Fight Island.
Oh shit, we about to have our own. We're gonna have a TV network for that shit, man.
And then they were gonna do it, and they were 1 week away from it, and then Disney said, "No."
Who said that?
Disney.
Disney. Disney owns everything, man.
Yeah, because UFC is owned by ESPN, who's owned by Disney. So
Oh my God,
It was-
Disney, man.
he said, "I have fights for the entire week, for the entire year lined up, one fight a week." He said,
Oh
and then Disney
shit.
said, "No." How cool would that have been? Just like
Fight
in the
Island.
sand. Fuck the octagon in the sand.
Oh man.
Um,
Fucking Disney, man.
yeah, and so hopefully,
Guess what? Disney does not own us. Or does Disney own YouTube?
No, Google does, but yes, in
In a way.
in a way, they'll probably own us as well.
God damn, man. Oh man.
Well, if you can be in a Disney movie, what Disney movie would you be in?
Disney movie?
Mm-hmm.
Like animated?
Sure, or not.
Oh man. Finding Nemo. I'd be a fish.
What the fuck?
I'd be a fish.
Really?
Nah, if you're talking
I mean, no,
if
there's
you're
fur.
talking regular movies,
That's a regular movie.
okay, like live action movies.
Okay. You haven't
Um,
seen Finding Nemo live?
I would like to be in Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's right. It's a Disney movie. That's right. I mean, I'd like to be in the Avengers. So
Oh,
you didn't think
shit.
about that too. Like, all right.
Oh, let me be a Jedi. I take it back.
Oh, shit, I fucked up. No, I fucked up. But yeah, so
Yeah.
hopefully that's what we're heading towards, so
I
we can
mean-
talk about it. We spent 5 minutes on a little bit of baseball that we would rather not even baseball here, because baseball here has not started. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna do it.
I don't. As a baseball fan yourself, how
Thanks.
desperate are you for this league to start, man?
Pato, I have a baseball on my desk. I've never played baseball in my life. I have I was excited. It's the first season of the brown and gold.
Okay.
And I was like, hell yeah. And, those jerseys that they were gonna come out with, the team that we have. I was excited to get. You know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this is?
What is that? Helmet?
Sure. But this is actually where they serve you ice cream.
Oh, really?
You get served ice cream in this.
Oh, that's pretty
And
badass.
then, but for this season, it was gonna be brown and gold.
Nice.
So now I have to wait till whenever that happens to shove ice cream down in half an inning. But no, and wait.
But I mean,
Like,
no, we're heading in directions where people are trying new things. I mean, we're doing the community COVID shield.
yeah.
And I had a friend tell me, you know what, that shit's boring. And I get it. It's the only shit we have right now, though. You know?
Who was it?
He's out of the tournament, actually.
Who was it?
I told him a big old, hey, fuck you, Alan.
Oh, Alan? Wow. How do you
Yeah.
spell that?
Alan.
Ew.
Hi, miss. I'm talking to you now.
Get him. But no. So then,
Don't hurt my feelings, bro.
last time we talked about it. Trust me, there's people in the next round that are gonna start talking shit because they know each other. Even now, we had
Mhm.
Manu Juan Sandoval talking shit to somebody he doesn't even know, which is great, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Bring it on to
talking shit
Twitter,
to me.
man. He's talking shit to the nicest guy ever that
Sick.
we've ever met. But yeah, I mean, the Mexican league had the E League. So what they're doing, what they're doing with this is, each team has 3 representatives on the team, like 3 players, and those 3 players are gonna share an amount of games, and they're streaming the games live on Univision and everything. So what they're doing is they're using the same their team. They're using the 85 overall setting.
Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So it like the Chivas was losing 2-0, and like the first 12 minutes, I'm like, fuck this shit. I turned it off, went over, played Call of Duty, and then the game ends 5-5.
Oh
In
damn.
the last 92nd minute,
So there's ties.
tie. There's ties. It's 1 point.
Is there's a table?
There is. I believe it's like 10 games, or if not 18 games.
That doesn't make me feel good, because I mean we have a tournament style. Just because if we want, we could just do all the games, just wrap it up, and then that's fine. But to have an entire
The thing is, they're
league?
having this like each game's like, I think they're having in the weekends, and then in the middle of the week, and then weekends again.
okay.
Weekends.
Oh, so like the actual
It's
fucking league.
it's continuous. So I believe it ends like around early June.
That's assuming that this whole thing goes,
exactly.
which is probably going to. And you know what? For the safety of everybody, it's fine.
Yeah, like for us, we had Community COVID Shield. We had the round of 16 videos dropped Monday, and the first part, and then the second part is gonna drop tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then hopefully Thursday we'll have quarterfinals,
Yes.
which will be just one video.
Yep.
And then Friday semifinals.
Yep.
Saturday the final.
And again, for those of you that are like, why isn't it live? Because my Wi-Fi sucks.
And we're trying to fix that, but I mean, right now with the whole COVID-19, it's really difficult to get a hold of the internet providers or for them to come or to even pay. So we're trying to fix that, but at least we're trying to put as much content as we can.
Definitely trying to put.
My bad. Second language. Second language.
It's my second language too.
Okay, we've been over this.
They haven't seen it.
But I know San Diego Loyal in Twitter, I forgot what page. What was the page name?
Foot Mob. I
Mob.
actually had that app. It's actually pretty useful. It tells you like when games are, what time games are, your local time, and it tells you what channels
Oh, that's
you
cool.
can watch them. No, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kinda
Shout
like
out Foot
the-
Mob.
Nice.
I'm gonna clip that, send it to them. They're gonna follow us.
Yep.
Hopefully.
But SD Loyal, they did a World Cup of
Logos.
Logos?
And crests.
soccer logos, and SD Loyal was the champion.
The World Cup champion in their
Yep.
first inaugural season.
Yep.
They are the World Cup.
They went up against the Flamingos,
Mad-
USL team as well,
Madison.
and it was super close. It was like 50.3 to 49.7, something like that.
Yeah.
And like I saw when there was like 2 hours left, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
we're getting our ass kicked.
Yeah.
I was like, there's not much I can do but retweet and expose it. Which
Yeah.
which I did, but
To be fair, between the two of us, there's 3 votes. So, you, me, and then 2 balls and a mic.
Yep.
Count.
Yep.
So you're welcome. Congratulations, San Diego Loyal. So in that spirit of like great logos and good-looking logos, you know, we have our favorites. We're we're just not gonna say San Diego Loyal because they're the best ones. Apparently, they're the best ones as of now. Champions, congratulations.
so,
So
we're
they're
gonna
not
top 10.
So we're gonna give you top 10 from us. So let me switch it over to the actual list. So we start
All right.
10 to first.
All right.
So apparently,
Who's your 10th?
my 10th, I'm gonna go with Orlando FC.
Okay.
I like the purple. I like the
like
little
it.
lion. It's a
Yeah.
little sun because
Yeah,
it's
I
Miami.
like
It's
that.
Orlando. It's hot. It's Florida. I'm
I like that.
a fan of it.
My number 10 is actually Leicester City.
Interesting.
I like the blue. I like the fox. That's the main thing that grabs your attention.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think it's a pretty neat logo.
Did you like it before they went all the way, or like? Because I mean, to be fair, I hadn't seen it much
To be fair,
until that season.
I was like, who the fuck is Leicester? Until these guys were in first place and won the Premier League. I was like, there's no way. And then Jamie Vardy like popped off.
Sí, vato.
And
That's
Marius went off.
one of the craziest seasons I've ever seen.
But yeah, I like the logo. Just the fox is super unique to me.
So my next one is actually Valencia, and they actually went up against
Mhm.
San Diego Loyal and lost. Not Valencia.
I was thinking of putting Valencia, and the only reason I didn't
Mhm.
is because of the bat.
I like the bat.
The bats was started COVID-19. I hate the bat. The bats ruin sports. I'm anti-bat now. I hate Batman.
But Batman.
I hate Batman now.
But Batman. The best.
My number 9 is actually Crystal Palace.
Interesting.
They have the eagle that's on top of the building, which is what I'm assuming the palace. It's straight up. Look at the logo, and it has the ball, the old classic soccer ball when soccer originated,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a pretty neat, nice logo, man. The eagle is well detailed.
That old school soccer ball always reminds me of a volleyball.
Yeah,
Like
that's,
always.
that's what it looks like.
That's a good one. Mine is gonna be number 8
Okay.
is gonna be Cruz Azul.
Wow. Okay.
I've always loved Cruz Azul.
The logo.
The
Okay.
logo is awesome. It's memorable. The colors are great. Red, white, and blue.
Again,
blue, red, white.
blue is your favorite color.
Blue is my favorite color. So I mean, what do we have? Let's see, we haven't had blue yet. But yeah, so I mean, I've always liked Cruz Azul. The little
Mm-hmm.
it's just perfect and looks great on the jerseys. I've
Yeah,
always been a
that's-
fan of it.
All right, my number 8 is actually Real Madrid.
El Real Mandil.
It's just the crown, the royalty of soccer.
Yeah.
It's just that crown on top of the crest is just like, I'm the fucking king. You know, I think it's a nice, beautiful logo. And that's why I put them on 8. Because I
An
think
8.
there's logos that I like a lot better. But
Oh.
they had to include them because they are the royalty.
Well, they didn't even make it
Woo,
to my
what?
top 10.
Wow. They have a
Just-
little bit of blue too.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of little franja. Like I get it, but like sometimes I go too into it. Like I'm just like, I guess the crown is what makes it all right. But
Yeah.
it's all right. But my number 7, we are now at number 7. Number 7 is Celtic.
Oh, okay.
I
Little green
like it.
there.
I like it. I like the design of
The
it.
clover. I like it.
I love the clover, the colors. It's outlined. There's detail in it. You can see it from far away. It's
It's a logo that you see and you're like, I know that club.
yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Not NBA Celtic,
Mhm.
but Celtic from Ireland.
Yeah.
Or Scotland.
Scotland. I believe it's Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
They're from the Scottish League, yes.
Um.
My number 7 is Real Valladolid.
Oh.
It's just
Former Cuauhtémoc Blanco team.
it's another crown on top. a lot of colors. I like the little like the leaves.
Little reef.
Yeah, and then I like the red with the purple stripes. It's I think it's a lot, but it works well together.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I just like the color scheme of it.
I'm not here to critique anybody, but my number 6 is Boca Junior.
See, they didn't make my list. It's a nice logo, but I will always hate Boca Junior.
Hey man, me too.
I will
I
always
can't
hate 'em.
stand Argentinians, soccer wise. Sometimes if I made an Argentinian, I don't think I've ever met a Argentinian that was like great. If you're watching, and you're an Argentinian, and I've met you, please let me know because I didn't know you were Argentinian, and that has nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that
It's just too many stars in the logo. It's
Argent-
nice.
Argentina, 2006, Mexico. That's
Yeah.
that's my only basis for that. But too many stars. See, again, I like the gold blue, the deep navy blue,
Yeah.
royal blue, and it goes well. I mean,
It's super funny
mhm.
because I hate Boca Juniors because to me I consider them a rival from Chivas.
Yeah, Libertadores, man.
And on my 6th spot, I actually have Chivas.
Oh shit, that is crazy. 6th spot.
Mm-hmm.
6th spot.
On my 6th spot.
Holy shit.
Chivas logo is iconic. Just you have the 2 lions there with the tree. You have the knight head, the horns from the trophy. You got the stripes. You got the iconic stars. It's just a beautiful logo.
Actually, it's actually in the middle. Es el logo de Jalisco.
I
Did you
like
know
it.
that?
I like it.
Yeah. So that's actually an homage to that.
Nice.
So
I like that.
yeah. So cool. So that's your number 6. Now number 5. Number 5. We're gonna go back to Europe.
Okay.
Bayern Leverkusen.
Really?
Bayern Leverkusen.
Okay.
Because Bayern, I don't know if you know this, Bayern is actually the medicine company
Mm-hmm.
that make like aspirinas and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I like the fact that they have a pill.
Yeah.
This is literally a pill.
Yeah.
The little lions are awesome, and it's cool little color scheme.
I actually have them up ahead on my list.
Wait, what? You have Bayer Leverkusen?
I have Leverkusen on my list.
What?
Yeah.
All right. So you are number 5.
My number 5 is actually super simple, but I love it. It's Atletico Mineiro. It's your classic shield with just letters. It's super simple,
I like it.
but I think it's classy.
Yeah.
And it just says the initials of the team, and that's why I like it a lot.
Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's right.
You cross yours out.
No,
What'd you do?
because I switched it,
Oh,
and I switched it because you reminded me of a team
Santos.
right now.
Ooh, Flamengo.
No, the team where Ronaldinho came from.
Gremio.
Gremio has a great logo. Again, colors
Yeah.
are important to me. Are important.
And again, it's blue.
It's blue. It's little
Yeah.
circular, but I like that hue.
So that's your
blue
number
too.
4.
So I'm gonna go number 4 for that, and it's a little
Nice.
soccer ball too. I
Nice.
like it.
My number 4 is actually LAFC.
What?
Yeah, so if you look at the logo,
Better than
it's-
Chivas.
I'm from LA. I like the A, how it's angled with the kind of wings. I like the crest. I do like the colors black and like the gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I really dig that crest.
That's crazy. Wow, that's pretty high up, and it's really new.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So number three. Again, since I made that edit,
Mm-hmm.
and I've matured in the last couple of 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Inter.
Inter. Number 3.
AC Milan. And AC Milan. But like Inter.
Inter de Milan.
Inter de Milan. I don't know why I put Inter AC. Not AC Inter.
Okay. Again, you're going with the blue, black.
Classic. And see,
It's a nice logo.
you know what this looks like? Do you know what it looks like?
What? Madrid? Yes.
But it-
yeah.
But it doesn't have the stupid little crown.
Yeah.
and the black to like kind of goldish to
Mhm.
blue to
I
back.
see that.
Like it's. I like nice little circular stamps.
Yep.
I love it.
My number 3 was Bayer Leverkusen,
Bayer
which
Leverkusen.
we already saw.
Yeah.
So again, I like the Lions. I like the logo. This is my number 3.
That's crazy. My number 2 is actually Chivas
Wow.
because again, colors are great. Red, white, and blue. I've always loved.
I can tell. I can predict what your number 1 is.
See,
But
let's
okay,
see,
my number
Seaway,
2.
Seaway.
My number 2 is CSK Moscow.
Moscow. That
Once you look it up, you're gonna see it pops in your face.
Well, here's the thing: they don't have to look it up because it's right here.
Yep, it pops in your face, man. The brightness of it. They have the soccer ball in it. It's a crest, a shield. I just love this logo.
Communist power. I love it.
Straight up, man.
But yes, my number 1 is Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea. It's classic.
Okay.
It's the best. It's the best. It's
I,
the best.
I didn't go. I like Manchester United's logo, but I didn't put it on my top 10. I didn't go biased on this list.
I'm completely biased. Okay.
My number 1 is actually Leones Negros.
Wow. That's actually a really good crest.
It's a dope crest. It's a dope crest. It has the line in the
Yeah.
front, the black, the yellow, the red. Universidad de Guadalajara.
Do you want to give any honorable mentions
For what?
for
Leones
I
Negros?
don't know. No, for logos. Anybody who barely made it. Oh, we both would have chosen one very high up, and I probably would have chosen it number 2 had it been. This one's a cool one. Vasco da Gama, the Brazilian team. But Juventus.
Oh, yes. Yes. Juventus had
Juventus.
the best logo. And they messed it up.
And Liverpool did the same thing too. Like Liverpool had that classic logo,
Mm-hmm.
and then they switched it to just the red bird,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh shit, we fucked up," and then they switched it back. But you can't.
Juventus had the classic oval, Juventus stripes, and they changed it to the double J. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was one of the craziest moves that I've seen from a team to move away from something so iconic.
Ever since then, they've been fucking up. They didn't sign with FIFA. They signed with Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah,
I can do it, man.
and I mean, I get it. Like, you know, I remember watching the breakdowns of it. Like, oh, it's this plus this equals this.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I don't like it. I
Yeah.
like the colors, I like the gold, I like the trim. But yeah, so I mean,
I like our list.
I like our list too.
Yeah.
If you want to tell us what your top 10 favorite logos are, again, we didn't. I love the San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, I know
logo.
some of you sent us your top 11 mixture of Madrid and Barca.
Let's talk about that.
And we
Because-
did the poll of our teams, and I got absolutely destroyed
Got your ass handed to, boy.
by Tony. And I just want to take a second to explain my team. I get it. My team probably wouldn't win that game, and that's why we put who would win. But I feel like a lot of you are judging me like, oh, this dude's a dumbass. Who the fuck would put this team? In my mind, this is what happened. I'm thinking it's a celebrity game. They're all in the current age.
Okay.
Okay, it's a game for fun. If I would like to see 11 players on the pitch play, I would love to see more attacking players than defenders.
Okay.
For me, more entertainment.
Okay.
It's attacking soccer. That's why I put the 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, 3 attackers.
I like it.
So that's why I had Beckham. I was able to put 2 center mids. I was able to put a left mid along with the left wing, striker, and a right wing. So that's why I did that.
But then you killed your team by having no left back or right back, just poor little center backs.
Again, I have pacey center backs with Ramos and Varane.
Okay.
That's pacey
And
center
Puyol
backs.
just dead in the middle.
And Puyol, it's a wall in its own.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I mean, I still won. I think even then, I still think my team is better. And we did have a couple of people send in their top 11, and
Yeah.
I'll actually pull that up right now because we had one of our friends actually in the community COVID shield. I don't know if they actually did they have they played yet? Have they played in the next round? Have we released
Are
that?
you talking about?
Javi.
He plays in the video that drops on Wednesday.
He plays in. Okay, cool. So he did make it through
So
the
currently,
first round.
he's still in the round of 16. Yes.
But yeah, so his team that he sent to us was in the middle of the night in a little sheet of paper with pencil, and it reads Casillas, and this is a 4-1-2-1-2.
4-1-2.
Old. It was the old FIFA.
The diamond. It's
Four,
a diamond, right?
1,
2-1-2.
2, 1.
The
2.
diamond in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his is Casillas on goal. He has Roberto Carlos on the left. Puyol. He has Hierro
Oh.
as a center back. That's a Puyol. Ramos on the right.
Okay.
So
Yeah, just understand that he started as a right back.
he did tell me. I send this because I know these players have played in this position, not because that's their natural position.
Yeah.
So it's very center mid driven because
Mhm.
he has in the middle of the field Iniesta. And then on the right mid,
Mm-hmm.
he has Zidane.
Okay.
Left mid, Ronaldo. He has
Left mid, like
left
center?
mid, left wing, el carril izquierdo.
Okay.
El carril izquierdo.
Yeah.
And then center attacking mid, he has Dino.
Mm-hmm. Dino.
No, Dino from the Flintstones. Ronaldinho. And then his two strikers are Messi
Mhm,
on the
no.
left and Fenomeno on the right. So
It's a
Hierro
nice team. It's a creative team.
would have kicked your team's ass.
Probably because I went with the 3 center backs trying to get creative. Again, I already explained myself. It's fine. We all have our opinions.
But some were more right than the other.
I mean, I could have easily gone with the 4-3-3, 4-4-2 and had the kick-ass team like you guys did.
Mhm.
But I wanted to get creative. I want to be different.
We had Steve B on Twitter. Find him at SKUBA.
Scuba
Steve.
Steve 4.
Cool. Scuba Steve
Yeah.
4. I just
He actually
wanted
sent
to
us
send
his
it.
11 as well.
And he said it. He said, I get it. But the tiki taka in that 09 best club team ever unequivocally does not happen without his passing. He's talking about Xavi.
Xavi, yeah, because
we didn't put it.
He let us know you guys don't have Xavi in there,
Yeah.
which bothered him.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I love that, they actually that's what I love. I love the time that you're taking the time out of your day, sending it to us. Great.
So he's
Yeah.
doing a 4-3-3.
Yes.
You see, he had Iker Casillas in goal, Dani Alves right back, yes, understandable. Ramos Puyol, yes. Marcelo over Roberto Carlos, which you can argue for it.
I
If you
mean,
I would love to hear his explanation on it.
Definitely.
And then he has Sisu, Xavi, Iniesta, center mids.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course. Probably Ronaldinho as a right wing, or unless he has him as center attack mid, but probably as a left wing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Messi's the right wing, and then Ronaldo as a striker.
Yeah.
CR7.
Yeah, and I mean that in
It's a
itself
it's a good team too.
is a good team. I still think my team would win.
Yeah, so 80 to 20%.
Oh la madre, and that's on Twitter. I mean Instagram. I'm only gonna get into that one.
Yeah. How
Um,
many votes do we have? 20 votes. That's not bad.
that's not bad. Hey.
That means 18 people voted for you.
But yeah. So
I wasn't allowed. Oh, wait, oh, damn. Only one person voted for me. 'Cause
yeah,
I
'cause you
voted
voted for
me.
yourself.
Thank you, whoever that one person was.
It was me. I felt bad.
Oh, I
It
appreciate
wasn't.
you.
Don't touch me.
Sanitizer.
But yeah. So
Yeah,
if
man.
if you guys have your own top 10 logos, let us know. But
Yeah, I mean,
we'll let you know. Are you rubbing your imaginary hand sanitizer?
yes.
There you go. Fantastic.
What do we
All
have?
right.
Hazard being fat?
So Hazard in this quarantine is like, hey, like what are you eating? Are you staying fit? Are you staying this?
Is he not?
And then his quote was like, I'm trying not to eat a lot. I'm trying not to go into the pantry and eat a lot of buns, but it's not easy.
Okay.
He keeps snacking during this.
He's not the
isolation.
only one. I've seen people on Twitter just keep putting, I need to stop eating.
Yeah.
I'm just munching too much.
Yeah.
This and that. And they're not the only ones.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
This is what this
This
is
was
real life every day.
I told my dad, this quarantine is my dream.
We were
Staying
built for
home.
this.
We were built for this.
Our generation was just built for. I mean, you're one
Sure.
generation, but yeah, we were built for this. Stay at home, get paid
Oh man,
for now.
we're not
But
one of the lucky ones actually.
yeah, thank
One
you,
of the lucky ones.
thank you, California government.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah, I mean,
what's your favorite snack right now?
oh man,
Quarantine snack.
you know, I have a 7-Eleven 20 steps away from my apartment.
That's dangerous.
Yes, it is.
That's fucking
Clearly,
dangerous.
it is.
I don't have a 7-Eleven near me, but
Yeah. You got that liquor store that's packed with better snacks than 7-Eleven.
it is. It's pretty good.
I'd have to say chips, man. Probably the go-to chips. Chamoy,
What are
limon.
you destroying right now, though? What chips? Not right now, but like
The last ones I had, lemon lace.
you like lemonade?
I love lemon lace.
Mm.
But if I go to and buy myself, because that's the one my dad bought.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go to 7-Eleven and I'm gonna buy something, man, I'm buying something spicy, like Doritos Flamas or something like that.
I mean, I'm a potato guy, and I think like again, I
Potato
mentioned a little
guy.
bit, like chips are gonna be the death of me. But I think this whole quarantine, like, I've eaten so many potatoes, like just potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah,
in
papas.
general. Wow.
So like a papa, like we'll just cut papa, put
Really?
in some chorizo and make that, cut some papa,
All right,
and then
Mr.
put
Ireland.
some that's offensive again. No, I'm kidding.
That's offensive.
Yeah.
Oh man, they survived all that, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I will too.
Yep.
Make me stronger.
And then I mean, other than that, we saved this for at the end because me and Tony we have arguments back and forth like, is this good quality?
yeah.
Are we having the best quality that we can produce?
Yeah.
And the NBA dropped a Game of Horse on live, and that quality was just awful.
See, wait. So they had the Game of Horse, and they had the anchor from ESPN.
Like all these
just in the
people are
middle.
rich. That's my biggest problem. All these people are rich, have the newest iPhone probably or the newest Samsung.
Yeah.
And they're clearly recording on their phone
or their
or
iPad.
whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it was all pixely. The quality was horrible. Everyone complained about it. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out, just go on YouTube, put NBA horse games, and man, the quality was really bad.
The quality itself, the sound was
The
really
audio
bad.
was off. I personally disliked it a lot. I think we could put up a better show.
Look, like at this point, we're competing against ESPN. We're competing against Fox Sports because
Straight up,
everybody
man.
is doing what we would be doing without them. They'd be on TV. They'd
Yeah.
have their own thing. But now everybody's on the internet.
Mhm.
Everybody's
Yep.
here, and everybody has. How I wish I had an access to just call up like LeBron and be like, "Hey, you want to do an Instagram live?
Straight up, man.
Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, let's do a horse challenge." And
Because
so
when they did this, I was looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, no.
It was gonna be great.
and it was all right. I thought it was all right.
I mean, I like Trey Young against Chauncey.
Mhm.
Trey was up 3-0, man.
He was up 3-0.
And then
Chauncey,
he just came back.
yeah,
Mr. Big Shot, man.
and I like the mixture of people. I hope this again. Hopefully, I liked it. I enjoyed it. The quality, I could have talked shit before
Yeah.
because fuck it. The fuck are you gonna do, ESPN?
Yeah, straight up.
But no, I like the mixture of people. They had some WNBA people.
Mm-hmm.
You had ad blocker that's not working right now. Chris Paul is out.
Yeah.
Lost to Allie Quigley, who I was like,
Really?
no, not even that. I was like, who's Allie Quigley? Like,
Yeah.
what NBA team does he play for? And then I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She's been everywhere. And so she beat Chris Paul. Chris Paul's out. Trey Young again lost to Chauncey Billups. Tamika Catchings versus Mike Conley Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that one?
I didn't actually. I didn't get to watch that one.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I have yet to finish. But again, the quality just like killed me.
Yeah, dude, that's all. I was like,
But-
oh man, I don't want to finish watching this.
My favorite guy and the one that's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Zach
It's
LaVine.
Zach LaVine, who went against the Truth, Paul Pierce, who has an outdoor court with a giant Celtic.
Yeah,
logo in the middle. It's fantastic. But no, Zach LaVine took it seriously, and he had no remorse against Paul Pierce.
Was it dunk after dunk after dunk?
Well, that's the thing. The rules. You know what the rules are?
What did they say? No dunking.
No dunking. You have to. Again, it's like regular horse.
Mhm.
A player who makes a shot and the opponent has to duplicate it, just like regular horse. But yeah, you can't dunk. You have to do.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's pretty much it. You can't dunk. But anything other than that, it's free game.
I mean, my boy over here was robbed from the dunk contest, so
yeah.
so he better win this thing at least. At least Dwayne Wade is not judging it.
Zach LaVine, wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
My bad.
Aaron Gordon.
There we go.
Who did go up against Zach LaVine in one of the greatest basketball, most dumb contests
Was
of
that
all time.
2016, 2017, 2016?
That's the only
That's
reason
why I'm confusing them.
I know Zach LaVine and I like Zach LaVine because of
Mhm.
that dunk contest. But yeah, I mean, again, que pinche calidad, güey. Like here we're
Yeah.
like slaving and like with this.
We're
and
stressing.
there and that
Is this looking
here.
good? Does that look
Does
good?
this sound good? Does that sound good? It's gonna be fine. Copyright. It's fine. Like
Yep.
we're
Straight
all
up.
even at this point. And we'll go ahead and end it today with hopefully next time we have something, because MJ documentary comes out
Oh,
on Sunday.
I can't wait. You guys tune in on ESPN next Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's a 10-part documentary, so
It's a 10-part documentary. The first part comes out this Sunday, and it's pretty much gonna show
like every Sunday, I think.
and it's gonna show just, I guess there was a documentary team that was following that Michael Jordan Bulls team that nobody knew, I guess, but they were following them, and they have all this
Crazy footage.
yeah.
It's gonna be super dope to watch, honestly.
I just want to find out, like, why did you retire? Why did you go to play baseball?
Yeah.
You didn't go to play baseball because you were good at it. Like, come on, like, no. We all watched
Straight
Space
up.
Jam. Come on.
Yeah.
You sucked at it. But no, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be like reliving the 90s. I know I remember more of the 90s than you do. So it's gonna be a blast just watching everything. I like retro and what's the matter?
What?
Retro, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Nostalgic things.
Okay.
That's my nostalgia dance.
Sure, buddy.
But yeah, so that's gonna be great. So we're gonna have that to talk about, and hopefully more moves coming up for the NBA. We are gonna have interviews coming on up.
Oh, yes.
So we're actually gonna go ahead and have those coming up. Splice them in between the episodes, just to line things up.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's gonna be exciting. Hopefully next week we have there's more news, whether sports coming back.
Probably
And
not.
Probably not, but we'll have those interviews for you guys.
Yeah, and so thank you guys for tuning in. Send us those logos, your top 10 logos. If you think that Xavi should have been in our teams, let us know.
Yep.
And
then stay tuned for the Community COVID Shield tomorrow.
Community COVID Shield tomorrow. That's the round of 16, part 2.
And then quarterfinals Thursday.
Yep.
Semifinal Friday. Final Saturday.
Saturday.
All right, man.
Thank you
Laters.
guys. Catch you guys later.